Hello dear ladies and gentlemen, hello friends. It's still the 7th of December 2021, 8:52 local time. As you know, from time to time I just like to go through different types of markets, through the long-term charts, through the naked charts, and just give you a bit of an overview what's going on overall in finance. If you watch the last videos I've made in that category, the predictions were quite good. Let's get started. So Bitcoin, as you know, when the price was hitting a pullback, I said we have a good chance it's going to attack the high, and that actually happened, and that was a fantastic long-term investment. When the high was broken, I expected a bit of a breather, as it happened now. Take note that this is quite a stop hunt pin bar, and people who follow me for a longer time, they know that I've said that there's a chance that in the long run crypto becomes more similar to Forex. That's one of the signs to see that kind of price action in that context. Long term, I would still be rather bullish on crypto, and yeah, people have asked me, is it a good point to buy some? Remember, I do not recommend anyone to short-term trade crypto. It makes no sense. There's not enough statistical data, there's no market structure as in Forex, so you don't have an edge. But yeah, as a long-term investment, if you put a bit in there, you leave it for a few years. If the market goes really crazy, as many people believe, you check it in a few years and you may have a nice surprise. Ethereum, I was also bullish on that. Did better than Bitcoin, also did a bit of a correction, but quickly recovered. Still looks bullish. Cardano went down more than the others, 1.396, but fundamentally I would still say it's long-term bullish. As predicted, oil went up quite a lot, to 86, above 86, and then had a breather. Here we see it visited these lows at 64.6 level. Now I would be from bullish to neutral after this nice run. It's a day chart. Gold did the nice up move, topped out above the 2030 something, and then consolidated since then. I would be neutral on metals now. Silver similar, did this massive run to the 30 and then consolidating. Take note of this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lows. Stocks, we are still in this bull mode. All these pullbacks have not really broken the trend line, so now we have even like a pullback back towards the high. Here you see like an S&P equivalent. But as we know, this can't go on forever neither. So at some point central banks cannot push further and further, and also fundamentals will catch up. But and we are, of course, as I said before, statistically far above the average 7-year bull market now, and new highs, all-time highs, will be broken in the next days and weeks, up to the point where something fundamental will happen and the equity markets will correct. You see the German DAX equivalent now in some kind of consolidation here. After it also had, of course, the bull run, and that's a day chart. Okay, let's also look at the Forex pairs, and let's actually look at naked charts without the market structure on there, and weekly charts, so really long term. Euro dollar, like here, look, it's actually in the consolidation between the 1.2553 and the 1.03 level, something like that. Came down as expected, stronger dollar. Remember, the loads of longies in the market, all these got hunted with this downtrend here, as predicted in the last weeks, and actually can continue in the short term. Of course, after this very steep downtrend, there can be breather moves. Cable similar, so this consolidation between the 1.453 and the 1.14. Take note of this low. It can come down further, as you can see from the long-term chart. Even those pullbacks, if the dollar gets stronger, if longies keep on buying the market, it will go down further. Yeah, that's what it's all about. We know that. Euro pound, EG 0.85. Also, look, since 2016 in this consolidation between the 0.935 and the 0.834. You see, like, moving in those price areas on the very long-term charts, on the weekly charts. Yeah, this 2015. That shows you that, you know, on a long-term basis, how markets can be consolidating, even though, of course, this translates into multi-week trend moves and so on, a nice price action. But just to give you a bit of an idea, an orientation, a general idea, you know, of where the Forex markets are standing on a technical basis on the long-term charts. Dollar yen, more complex price action. It had this triangle going on, then the stop hunt pin down towards the low, the down move followed by an up move, like some kind of house cleaning. Now took the upper highs here all out, so it was kind of bearish. 130.61, whole thing comes off. Aussie was very interesting. You remember from last video, longies came in and there was a massive down move against the longies, yeah, for quite a long time. Then with down money switch, some shorties coming in, so now pullback. And as you can see, it's interesting. Look at channel, a pin down, a stop hunt, another big stop hunt down, taking out all the stops on long-term chart. The boom, then a V recovery, going to the high and then back into the range. So it's also some kind of consolidation going on now. Pound yen weekly chart also in a consolidation, you see, between the 159.7 and 121, for example. Looks kind of bearish. So this just to give you an orientation what other financial markets are doing. To summarize, we had an amazing bull run as expected in the crypto markets, followed by like quite a corrective move in the last days, but long-term rather bullish outlook still as an investment. Oil came up as expected, now consolidating. It can come further, but I would switch to neutral. Metals, after this uptrend in the last years, also consolidating. They can, of course, break those patterns again. But it also here depends on the down money flow, we know that. Equities, again, new all-time highs within reach. Inflated markets. Here the V from 2019, 2020. If you think about it, yeah, how crazy that is, look at that. Yeah, with the V from the 2,883 level, it more than doubled. Well, not really, almost. But from the low, excuse me, from the low, in 2020, it more than doubled. And you know, it did this up move, this bull market with pullbacks, but no huge corrections, as you can see here on the longer time frame. Excuse me. As you remember, I said that there will be a breather, which was here, and now we're taking again the highs. But as we know, if things change fundamentally, even if they break the highs, okay, at some point, you know, there can be big corrections. The European markets and some kind of consolidation overall on day chart. And the dollar, after it got so much stronger against all the dumb money longies, there's still room for more dollar strength on a technical basis. Okay, but as you know, it all depends on the market causality, alright? This all depends on here, this, what the dumb money is doing, where they're buying, where they're selling, where the stops are. Right? This is the decisive factor, not the fundamentals or technicals or whatever. Yeah, I mean, I've explained that many times. Let me show you also again the Aussie dollar, the dumb money switch here. Look at that. Zoom that one out. Look at this chart, yeah. Downtrend against the longies, Shorties coming in, pullback, longies, dominantly switch back to longies, boom, all the way down against the longies. They're all out, you can see them in historical histogram. Boom, complete stop hunt, taking the lows, dominantly switch to shorties, boom, up move, taking the stops of the shorties here. This is what this game is about. Stay safe.